can't believe that Uniswap is going to implement KYC. In today's video, we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about anyone who will be affected by this. Will it be you? What do you need to know to avoid it? And if you actually want to participate in it, I'll be covering that too. Before I get into it, please hit like and subscribe. If you want to know which decentralized exchanges Toby and I have been using to get into a lot of microcaps that are actually performing quite well, I highly recommend you check out learningcrypto.com and especially join there if you want to know which decentralized exchanges we will continue to be using in the future as news like this continues to come out. We're going to be avoiding KYC as much as possible to protect our financial privacy, and I'm going to be advocating that for anyone who is watching this video as well. Okay, so first things first. This KYC feature will be implemented in Uniswap version 4, V4. It is set to launch in early 2024, so it's not out yet, but it will be. And real quick, it's implemented through a hook. So a hook is a tool that allows developers to customize code without changing the overall structure of the project that is Uniswap. So basically it's a case-by-case basis. And this hook in particular that we're talking about could be implemented on liquidity providers. So those are people who are depositing coins into pools to earn a passive income. So if a pool that you want to participate in wants to implement this KYC, they can go ahead and enable that hook onto their pool. Now, how it works is you're going to obviously have to be providing your personal, identifiable, sensitive information to a third party, because that's what KYC means. And in exchange for your verification, you'll be rewarded an NFT. If your wallet is holding this NFT, your wallet will be classified as verified, and you'll be whitelisted, and you'll be accepted everywhere, and you'll be able to participate in certain liquidity providing pools that require this type of KYC. Any decentralized platform that also implements KYC is an oxymoron, point blank, period. Also, for the past 5 years, I've been saying, well, I should say this, unless they're doing so voluntarily. And why would they do this voluntarily? I'm going to get into it in a second. But I've been saying this for the past 5 years, that we have yet to see a perfectly decentralized platform in cryptocurrency. You heard it. You heard it for the past 5 years, you're hearing it again, and I know I'm going to get a lot of comments down below saying, oh, but my favorite crypto project is decentralized because that's what the founder and CEO told me. You guys have a lot to learn, okay? There's definitely efforts toward becoming more decentralized, and that's what we really want to keep seeing. So here's some interesting takes on how this development of KYC on decentralized exchanges could be a bad sign for what's to come, especially for anyone who is really valuing their financial privacy. There's a guy on Twitter, I think his name is Your Friend Sunny. I'll put a link to it down below in the video description, but here's what he had to say. As I explained in all my posts for the past year, it starts with a KYC option, which is what it is right now. For liquidity providers. Then it eventually moves into a regular whitelist approved database hosted off-chain. And then non-KYC gets labeled as illegal, bad guy money laundering, and that's just the way it's going to kind of dilapidate in front of our eyes, is anyone who isn't forking over their sensitive information must be a criminal, because if you have nothing to hide, what do you have to worry about, right? Who cares about privacy anymore? But here's a take on someone who actually is in support of this KYC. And this is what we need to pay attention to as well. You got to see both sides of the argument. And you know, when I get done reading this next quote, I'm going to have something to say about it, but here we go. Seems like you don't understand how it works. Number one, it's LP specific. Like I said earlier, it's on a case-by-case basis. Some projects may want to operate within the legal confines of a jurisdiction, and you know, playing by those rules change day by day in terms of crypto regulation and friendliness. Hooks can be made by community devs. You're trashing something that has done more than anyone else or anything else for real DeFi. My friends, if you think KYC is what makes DeFi real, Go back, please, stay in TradeFi. Instead of trying to prevent DeFi from becoming something that is new and better and that actually protects your financial privacy, why are you trying to make more of the same thing? If you are in favor of KYC on Uniswap because you think it makes it verified and legitimate and friendly and government approved, well, you're gonna have a tool coming out from your government that you're gonna love. But in the meantime, for those of us who know why crypto was created and what it was built to protect and as a tool for freedom, then all this KYC nonsense should just go out the window, right? We also have another quick update for Uniswap. They are implementing a 0.15% trading fee for 11 different assets on their front end UX. So if you're trying to use just Uniswap, the regular front end, you're now going to be paying a 0.15% trading fee for coins like Ethereum, wrapped Bitcoin, USDT, USDC, and many others. And the kicker here is that Uniswap Labs has completely sidestepped those that are holding their governance token. They didn't put this up to a vote. These proceeds don't go to those who are holding the governance token. These proceeds go right into the pocket of Uniswap Labs. Now, you might think I'm reaching here, but I don't think this is a coincidence that there's an implementation of KYC and a new fee coming out on Uniswap. Crypto was designed to remove the third parties. It becomes much more efficient without third parties and cheaper. Now, well, they're including a third party for your KYC information. I know this might not be directly tied to Uniswap Labs, but in the future, they're going to need to pay for this, processing and storage of your personal information. Is that why they're implementing these fees now, so they can afford that in the future? Let me know what you think in the comments. These are really important things that we need to pay attention to if we want to continue to produce and support projects like this. Crypto is the best environment to vote with your attention, vote with your money, with your crypto. If you don't like the way things are going in Uniswap, boycott Uniswap. There are so many other decentralized exchanges that you can use that aren't going on this route yet. And furthermore, if they see this kind of rejection of Uniswap, they're going to be reminded of, why they also shouldn't go down this route. So if you want to know a lot of different decentralized exchanges that you can use that I think you should check out, make sure that you hit like for this video and hit subscribe, because those videos are coming out next week and I don't want you to miss it. Anyway, I'll see you then.